That was the greatest transition ever. Come on.
When I was like super young, I used to skateboard, and like when I like was at the skate park, like dude, I literally lived at that skate park, and like just seeing all the older people, like they're like the older skaters, I looked at them, I was like, oh, they dress fucking dope, and then I didn't really pursue anything, and then in high school, I got booted out of high school for some stupid shit, and then I was like, I didn't have a direction, and I was like, what is one thing that like I would want to do, and it was fashion, so I just started like learning. And I worked at Valley Village for a bit, and I stole a sewing machine from there. Don't sue me.
I used to steal from there too.
I stole a sewing machine from there, and I got home and started using that shit, and the rest is history.
That's so sick. That's dope. See, sometimes you gotta do some.
Dog, I literally took
shit.
it. I worked at like where you get the donation. I took it and hid it behind a dumpster, and then after my shift, I ran back there, grabbed it, and Ubered home, bro. I was out of there. And then I quit that job because I was like, yeah, I quit that job because I was like, I don't want to do this shit, and like I was still living at home, and there was like not a lot of pressure for me to like leave my house, so I just like spent my days in my room just learning how to like construct a garment properly and shit like that.
Yeah, I hear that. That you've talked about like some things that you want to make. You ever talk about like interior design? And shit?
I definitely want to do interior design. I want to first grow myself to like a position where it's like I have the resources to do it. So like, I mean, right now I could go and buy wood and shit like that, but like, my main focus is like my garments and clothes first, and then it's like as time goes on and I like move away from like clothing, I'll definitely do some like interior design shit.
Yeah, that's fine. So like, would you say like Rick is your
No. Rick is not. I always get like people that are like, especially on like social media, like everyone's just like, they think like the new designers now it's like Rick, but like dude, I take inspiration from literally like anything. Like I could be walking down the street and seeing like a homeless man, and the way his shirt is like all dirty and fucking like washed up and freaking like cut and shit like that can be inspiration for me. Or like I could be walking in a forest and see like a tree a certain way, like that can be inspiration for me. Like I don't really look at like one person, I look at them as motivation because it's like they've made their bread doing this and they're like some of the most creative people like in the world. But like I don't look at them as inspiration, I look at it more as motivation, and I look for inspiration in shit that like you wouldn't think is inspiration, like inspirational.
So, some other of your like favorite designers?
Actually, a lot of people that aren't even like that big, like Empty Spaces. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but like
Shout out to Empty Spaces.
yeah, shout out to Empty Spaces. But he's so hard. Tyler Jeans, I don't you know him. He's so
That's
hard.
right.
Like his construction is also like out of this world.
For real.
It's like both those guys are like both those guys are super dope. And like for like mainline designers, I would say like probably Alexander McQueen. I've always loved his work, and like his earlier work before like his earlier work, like I don't know if you guys seen the documentary like McQueen. That shit was crazy, and that made me respect him so much. And he's like, when you look at the guy, it's like that's like one of the biggest designers in the world. You know what I mean? And like so Alexander McQueen probably, and just like people that aren't even like in the mainstream, like people on I don't know this one guy's name, but like it's like Malik or something like that. He's from Europe, and his garments are crazy as well. So for favorite designers, I look more towards like people that aren't even that up. You know what I mean?
I feel like
Because it's relatable.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's
It's
like,
relatable. Like they're all working hard, which I admire more than anything is work ethic. And they're all creative, and like literally we're all like everyone who sews in here, we're all the new wave. Like when
That's
all these
nice.
other designers, like obviously they'll continue to like be like in the mainstream, but like a whole new flow of designers are gonna be coming to the mainstream. So
we're gonna create some crazy shit and do some
Really,
insane
like,
stuff.
feels like everything's been done, but literally with like the way that technology is now, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen 3D designing. That shit's literally the future.
It's for real.
So
Where do you like see your brand in the future?
I want to own my own fashion house, and I want to be in Paris. I know that sounds kind of like basic, but like I definitely want to be in Paris, dude. Like no, like Canada. It's just like I don't even know if there's a fashion house in Canada. You know what I mean? Like I want to be doing like when I grow myself to a certain point where it's like I have the funds and the name. It's like I want to be in like Paris at my own fashion house and literally just like living in my studio type shit and just creating like the most insane runways of like shit that's never been done and like also inspiration from shit. So it's like a whole mix of like a bunch of shit.
I get that.
But if we're talking about like in the next 5 years, like I hope to be in like Paris Fashion Week in like 2 years, literally. Like reaching for the stars type shit.
I mean, shit, you push yourself hard enough, you do it.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you just gotta have that mentality because even if you don't get to it, you get close to it.
Yeah, it's like, bro, when I actually like, I genuinely don't think of failure. Like I don't think I literally don't think of failure. Like maybe shit is gonna go like a different way than I thought, but it's like at the end my goals in my head are gonna happen. Like, I just know they are. And it's like this past year has really shown me that because like I've grown like an insane amount over this like last year where it's like I can support myself fully off my brand, and it's like if you asked me that 2 years ago I would have laughed at myself. Like, you know, like you never think you're gonna get to the place where you are until you're there. And then when you look back, it's like, holy, like that was 2 years ago where I was like sitting in my room at my parents' place sewing, you know what I mean? And now it's like I'm looking at places to move to Toronto on my ones and literally just doing my brand. So it's like literally anything you, like, it sounds so cliche, but anything you put your mind to, you can actually do it. You just have to put in work.
No, style, what does it mean to you?
I've seen this on your YouTube.
Oh, fuck, man.
Nah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
That's good.
Style, that means to me, I don't know, it's just about being, like...
I feel like a lot of times people just have, like, a different description. You know?
My description would be, like, being your most confident self. Where it's, like, me, like, I'm not that confident, like at all. But, like, when I put a good outfit on, like, that shit is, like...
Holy shit, bro. You get it, yeah.
When you put a good outfit on, you just know, and you can keep your chin up high, and it's like, that's what I want people to feel like when they're in my clothes, is like feeling their best selves.
It's all about like fashion, like YouTube, like that side. I feel like that's like almost like a different world.
Fashion YouTube?
Yeah. Like I feel like even as a designer, you gotta like watch some.
I do. I watch a bunch of there's like this channel I follow who does like a bunch of documentaries. Like they've done Malcolm McLaren, who's like Vivian Westwood, you know Malcolm McLaren. Malcolm McLaren, Rick, Maison Margiela, who's like the dopest story. I don't know if you've seen his documentary, but like that shit's crazy, and if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. But like I watch a bunch of, I forget what the channel's called, but they do like documentaries on like designers, and they do like multiple different ones. So like for YouTube, I watch that shit, and then like how-to videos, like just to know, like learn knowledge, like on a certain way to like sew something. It's like you might do it a different way from someone else, but like you might as well learn how to do it their way too. So it's like I've done that. Instagram's really good for that. Like I follow a bunch of like literally like the randomest Instagram pages, but like they'll teach you how to like, or not even teach you, it's like they show you their way of making like a certain like type of pocket and shit like that, and it's like very direct. So it's like I'm always looking at that. Like, but fashion side of YouTube, like a lot of people do haul videos, right? Like where they like buy like shit. Ask me the TikTok side of fashion, please. I need to talk about this. Please, I need to talk about this.
How do you feel about a TikTok side of fashion?
TikTok side of fashion is like super dope because like I've grown a bunch on TikTok, so like I respect it for like people do respect when you make clothes on like that, but like the reps, like fake shit is getting out of hand, and people are thinking it's okay, and like I know.
Kind of weird. I don't know.
It's
What's like.
weird.
Oh, God.
It's like
Are they wearing real shit?
yeah,
Are
and
they
you don't
wearing
even
real?
know because they're getting so good nowadays.
For
And
real.
like when I see designers wearing fake shit, it's like, what if you were like up? Would you
Mhm.
want people faking your shit too? And like
I can't.
but the fashion side of YouTube, or not YouTube, fucking TikTok, it's like there's like dope people and then there's like weird people. Like TikTok has made the world weird as fuck, dude. It's like TikTok fashion is like it's either you're getting like really basic shit, or like people like showing you where to buy reps, or like people that actually appreciate fashion, and like it's all over the place. So it's like you really gotta find like the pages to follow, and like I try to stay off TikTok now. Like that shit is just so like it can like you can sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna watch TikTok, and then like 4 hours goes by. And you're like,
Addicting,
fuck.
bro.
But what do you think about like
I bet you still.
small business designers on TikTok?
Do it. I got 20K in like 3 months off just sewing on
Jeez.
TikTok. It's literally like no offense if you don't do it, you're basically like an idiot if you're not doing it. And like you don't have to make TikTok corny. It's not like I'm dancing and sewing at the same time, you know, like doing those fucking hand dances. Like I literally have never shown my face, never talked, never done anything on TikTok. And I have like 20K on TikTok, and that's merged over into like my sales for my business and Instagram following. So it's like, if you're on TikTok, just record yourself sewing, record yourself like, especially if you're making your shit from scratch, like people are so interested in that type of shit. And like, TikTok literally like, you'll have a video that has like 1,000 views and your next video gets like 500,000 views. Like I've literally had that before. Or like I've posted a video and I'm like, this isn't gonna do shit, and then I wake up and it has like 400,000 views.
Like, it's just about like just keep doing it. Literally, just
I've
keep
been slacking.
doing it.
I've been slacking on TikTok lately.
It's just gonna hit.
I've been
It's
slacking
weird.
on TikTok lately, but
It's
like,
weird.
even I just posted like a video of the next denim that I'm dropping, and that shit has like 6,000 views. But that's 6,000 people that wouldn't have seen it without it, and that merges over to your Instagram.
Wow.
Like, so it's like, if you're not on TikTok and you run a business, I don't care if you're in fashion or like making soap, you're an idiot. Like, you're literally it's free promotion, free advertising. And like you could wake up and your video had like Devon, this guy's from my old city, Devon. He literally started posting like he's like a comedian type thing. He started posting and he's got like 500,000 followers now.
Wow.
And like brands hit him up and like pay him to like just post shit.
Really?
It's like, yeah, it's like, bro, like literally, like you guys, you filming and shit like that, like you could blow up off that shit. Like, even you with your interviews, bro. Make like, you'd have to figure out a way to like, you'd have to follow other interview pages,
Bro,
and just
I
see
do
how they
that.
edit it and shit like that.
I do.
And then, dude, literally, you could wake up and this interview has like 100,000 views.
Yeah.
And then that shit's like crazy.
You
You just have to
never
like,
know the one that
That's
hits,
so
bro.
fast.
you just have to be like marketing, like as much as like I just want to sit at home and create, marketing and like learning how to run a business has been like the biggest wake up call for me. And like I've been connected with people who are now like helping me, and like they're like I've like financial advisors and shit like that now. And like that's all shit you don't think about when you first start, but like as you grow and grow and grow, like this is shit you need to know. And like just marketing, like marketing is so key. And I know it's like you just want to be a designer and an interviewer and you don't want to worry about anything else, but like when you start marketing and you see the growth, it's like, I'm so happy I did this. Because like when I first started TikTok, I was like, I thought it was just for like corny people like dancing, like, but I don't even know like the dancer TikTokers. That literally when I first started TikTok, like my whole For You page was that. But now when you load up TikTok, it's like designers, artists, random videos, funny ass videos. Like the memes on TikTok are so funny, and like the way they blow like, think of music now. Literally think of music right now. There's a kid called Aiden from my hometown, and he made that Dancing in My Room song.
You know.
Bro, he's from Woodstock, and he's like 16.
Wait.
Dancing, the Dancing in My Room song.
Oh. I remember when that shit
I
blew
know
up.
that track.
He's from Cambridge, bro, and that song has like 150 million views now.
He's super up now.
Yeah, he's up
Yeah.
now. Yeah. So congratulations to Aiden.
No cap.
It's great. A lot of people.
And dude, like, that's TikTok. And like, think about like, Yeet. Yeet had that "Get Busy" song with the bell, you know, and now Yeet just signed the biggest record deal like in the last 5 years.
With Drake.
With Drake. And like, yeah, you think about it, bro.
He
Like,
signed with Drake?
yeah.
Oh,
Did he
wow.
actually sign with Drake?
Yeah, right?
Wow.
He signed like a $4 million record deal, which is like the
Holy
biggest one in the
shit.
last like 6 years.
Wow.
And dude, he had that one song on TikTok, and then had that Drake like meme song, like Money Twerk. So like, you think about it, it's like, music now is like literally like, you're trying to make a TikTok hit. Like, I swear, like, and I know that kind of sounds sad, but it's just like it does kind of sound kind of sad, like you're trying to make a TikTok hit.
Drake literally made a song for TikTok. That Tootsie Slide, that was for TikTok, man.
And think about how big that song is.
It
It doesn't
big.
even make sense. He says like left foot up while your right foot's up. It's like, I've seen TikToks of people like trying to float, like they like edit it to where they're like floating. But the moral of the story is TikTok is the wave. Like, it's literally the wave. And that's like, you can focus on TikTok and your Instagram, and both those go hand in hand. And like, you can't grow, like, what social media app can you go faster than on TikTok? Yeah, I know, bro. I'm not a professional, like, bro, I never go on TikTok anymore, but like, I do when like I'm trying to market my drops, and like, I like think of whole rollouts and shit like that for my drops now, just cause like, I have to, but like, pointer for TikTok is just like, be consistent. And like, eventually you're gonna get a video that has like 100,000 views, like, and it doesn't even have to be like the dopest video. Like, I've had videos that I thought were gonna be like, this is the video to blow up, and it doesn't blow up, and then like I'll post a video where I'm like, this isn't gonna blow up, and it fucking blows up. So
When you were a kid, like, what was your, I know you already asked the question, but like, what was some things that, I don't know, you still took with you now?
when I was a kid,
Yeah. I feel like everyone always does, like, some chocolate kind of stuff. Things
I
from
guess
the
just
childhood.
like, since I was a kid, I didn't really even know what I wanted to do. So I guess I kind of took that like chip on the shoulder of like not knowing what to do to like doing something that I love. So it's like, as a kid, I always knew like I didn't want to like work in an office and shit like that. So like, I just knew like I just didn't want to like, I always seen like my parents come home from work and shit like that, and it was just like, they like sounds, it's like so boring. And like, I always sucked in school, like when I mean suck, like I mean suck in school. Like, I used to like need extra help and like have like extra minutes on my tests and shit like that. So like, I knew school wasn't ever gonna be like a big thing for me, and like, that's why even now, like, I didn't go to fashion school because I feel like it would take the fun out of it, because school is literally in the name. It would make me uninterested, because like,
I agree
school
with
has
that.
always been a thing where I was like literally fuck that, like, and I feel like it just like, the only place I would go to fashion school is in Europe, because like they teach you like real shit, but like I just feel like it would limit your creativity. I mean, you would learn and like make connections and all that shit, but like, there's nothing really like there for me, especially with like the way that I've grown and shit like that. It's just like, I feel like I don't need school anymore. And I'm not knocking anyone who goes to fashion school. Like, if you have the money for it and like your parents can help you out with that shit, like, I just didn't have that. And like, if you want to go to fashion school, you'll probably learn a lot of dope shit. But like, I've always just hated school, so it's just not been something that I would want to do. And it would just take the fun out of it, because like, one day you could be like learning how to make patterns, and then they tell you to do a project on like some random shit you don't give like two shits about, right? So it's like,
Okay, so my last question is like, what do you want to tell, like, what would you have said to your younger self? If you could speak to your younger self right now, what would you say?
start earlier. Start doing shit that you like earlier, instead of like wasting your time just like wanting to have fun, or like trying to like, I guess, like fit in with other people. Because I always did that. Like, I always tried to be like friends with people that I didn't even give a shit about. And it's like, I wish I would have just like buckled down and like grew my work ethic when I was younger, and like literally just start this shit younger. Like that's what I wish I did. Like that's like my main advice I would give to myself, younger self, is just like start this shit younger. Also, don't take high school too seriously.
Yeah,
let me go off on this point though. It's like, because we have 2 high school people in here. Don't take that shit too seriously, because it's literally like, now that I'm out of high school, it's like it was literally like a joke. Like high school was literally like a joke. So just enjoy the time when you can. Do whatever you fucking want. Start what you want to do earlier. That's what I would give myself advice for. And not take what other people say too personally, and try to impress people you don't give a shit about. That would be my advice. And realize that most cool people peak in high school. Just know that.
Wait, what did you say? Most what?
Most people that you think are cool in high school peak in high school.
Yeah. That's facts.
And I'm not hating on anyone, just like, yeah.
Y'all ain't cool.
Yeah, I deserve it, yeah. I was walking around the mall, wondering about a new turkey, yeah. One of my bitches told me that I deserve it, yeah.